But I think you can get passionate about anything. I used to work for a company that made artificial grass, made
Turf.
what do you call it? Yeah, AstroTurf, you call it.
There
don't
you go. Sure.
So, and it's totally possible to get excited about the technical developments in AstroTurf. You can get excited about anything if you're that kind of person. I mean, sure, still some people don't get excited about it, but you can get excited about it. So, I think innovation is about having, just like every other part of the business, passionate people who want to innovate, and I mean, we go out and try and find those people and try and give them the opportunity to innovate, and it is a challenge because if you're a manufacturing business, you want to make stuff that makes you money as well as innovating.
You're exactly where I was going to go. So, I think people say in business, you can see where their priorities are by where they put the money, right? So when you think about the budget at the beginning of the year and allocating resources, how do you think about investing in innovation without necessarily a known ROI at the end?
Yeah, that's a trick. And those, I mean, I'm going to say the unknown ROI ones are always more satisfactory when they're funded by the America's Cup teams.
Yeah, exactly, which is why I asked about other businesses, because the AstroTurf people might not have that opportunity.
Yeah,
There's no America's Cup AstroTurf race that I'm aware of.
But sometimes there is, partnerships with the universities. Universities will fund your research or some of your research or whatever. We've been working with a guy who went to university at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and the reason we got involved with him is because he did some projects at university that are totally applicable to our industry, and surprising when you look around the world. You can find people doing, you mentioned the staples guy, or the stomach staples or whatever. I bet if you hunted hard enough, you can find someone who's kind of motivated to do some stuff on that's not quite in the business. And so I think you have to look around for innovation, and sometimes you do need to just get your sort of neck out, stick it on the block, and go, okay, we're going to fund something that I can't see a return for, and that doesn't work right now. I mean, North in the past has done. We have our kind of premier technology is something called 3DI, which is a combination of three-dimensional molding a sail and making a sail by laminating together fibers and resins rather than making it using woven sort of sailcloth. And the step that went to actually doing that, there was no the process actually was innovated by the America's Cup, but when North actually bought the patents that went with that process, it didn't work, and the business invested tens of millions of dollars in making that work at a production scale, where now we can make sails for a 300-foot boat that are absolutely vast, as big as a basketball court, in one go on a giant mold. That all of that kind of came within the business, and it's still a bit step by step, but it also involved somebody with big balls at the time saying, hey, we're going to do this. And that's about having the right investor.